Hi guys. It's Sunday, week 3 of our Trees on Parade so long. Seems like these weeks between these things fly. I got a lot done down here today. Today was a huge sew day for me. There was a lot of working on the YouTube channel and the business aspect of things, as well as it was sewing. So as people are piping on, make sure to tell me, hey Brandy, tell me that you can hear me okay, that you can see everything okay before we get started. But it's Sunday. Start of another work week tomorrow. We'll have to see how that goes. So Bonnie Hunter issued her colors for this year's mystery quilt on Halloween, as per usual. This is the, hi Mom. Guys, please make sure you let me know that you can hear me. I've had issues with the microphone on other things this weekend, so just somebody tell me that you can hear me okay. As I was saying, per usual, Bonnie Hunter released her mystery quilt colors for this year on Halloween. The colors are, okay, cool, Brandy, thank you. These are the colors, the paint chips. So if you're interested in doing the mystery quilt this year, pop over to her blog. All the introduction information is there, and you'll be able to know which chips these are. I'm not going to take anything away from Bonnie. I think it's quiltville.blogspot.com, and I will put it in the description box of this video, both here and when it goes up on YouTube. I actually am liking the colors a lot. The first one I did on Provence, it was a kind of a purple quilt. I'm not really a purple girl, but I love the quilt in the end. The second one I did was on Ringo Lake, which was browns and corals, and it's a beautiful quilt, and I have it currently on my master bed. But it's not my favorite color scheme overall. Last year's was Good Fortune, which was oranges, reds, blues, and greens, and it's a beautiful quilt. It's hanging up in my living room. It looks really fall-ish. With all the oranges and reds in it, so I've got it hanging up there with my fall decor. But I have to say these colors really kind of trip my trigger. I like these colors, the blues and the greens, especially. That's my wheelhouse right there. Unsure as, this one, but I think it complements the others very well. So I'm not really a pink or girl, but I do wear a lot of burgundy, and that's kind of a burgundy cranberry color. So I guess I am, maybe, but I'm liking these colors a lot. I've already pulled fabrics. If you're interested to know how I'm coming along with pulling fabrics and other things that are quilty that I'm working on, head over to the YouTube channel. I am now posting bi-weekly quilting videos called Hanging by a Thread, and bi-weekly stitching videos, just floss tubes. So Little Farm floss tubes. So if you're interested in those, head over to the YouTube channel. Make sure to like my page, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I feel like I say that like constantly, but it really is a thing. Like, who would want to keep doing this if people weren't watching or listening or cared? So by liking videos and all of that, you guys are telling me that this is what you want to see. If you don't want to see it, then I will not do it anymore. It's no biggie. But if you guys like and share the videos, you'll get other people interested, and it'll be worth all the work that goes into it. There is a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into putting that YouTube channel up, downloading videos. Hi, Mom. A lot of work. It's something I love to do, so I don't really mind doing it, but it's a lot of work. So if you're interested in anything I've got going on quilting related, other than this sew along, head over to the YouTube channel. I put the link in this description box. Make sure to look at my videos over there, like those, subscribe to my channel. And as soon as we get to a certain number of people subscribing to my channel, I'm going to start doing giveaways. I have lots of items set aside to do for giveaways. Things that I either got duplicates of, have been given to me, or things I'm not interested in, but somebody else might be. So we're going to go ahead and do giveaways, but we need to hit some likes and stuff over on the YouTube channel. So send people on over there. And as always, you can visit me in my Etsy shop and on my website. I am a long arm quilter for other quilters. So on my website will be the best place for you to go for that type of stuff. All right. Trees on Parade. I just raced down here. We went out to dinner. I went to Walmart. Been to Walmart too many times this weekend, as far as I'm concerned. And I raced back down here because I need to cut some hearts to sew tonight. So, hi Liz. So we can sew Trees on Parade. I'm just going to review the blocks with you guys. These are the blocks I've gotten done so far. If you haven't joined yet and you want to, the pattern's available over on my Etsy shop. It's called Trees on Parade. The next sew along we will do will be after the holiday season, and it's called Gearhead. Both these quilts were on display at my Purple Painted Lady booth, and we're doing sew alongs, but you have to buy the pattern on my website or on my Etsy shop. So make sure to do that, and then you can join in. So I'm just gonna, as always, I'm struggling with camera angles. Just gonna go through the blocks I have done so far. Sorry, I have a dog down here. She's over here making lots of noise. Gotta hold them straight. There we go. I probably shouldn't have in that one put two checks next to each other, huh? I don't know. Not sure if it looks good or if it doesn't, but it'll all be fine. In the end, you know what I say. Doesn't have to be perfect, just finished. And this one, on this side, the white's lined up, that it looks like there's a white stripe there. It is not a white stripe. It is simply the way the whites lined up when I pieced it together. So that's kind of weird. And here's the last one. So how many is that I have done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm still working on the same jelly roll, so that's good. So I'm just going to start sewing now. Now you hear my husband yelling at one of the dogs. So let me know if you just heard that. I've been having problems with my my pedal on this machine today. Every once in a while, it decides that it does not want to work. So I have no idea what's up with that. Did anybody hear Matt yelling at the dogs? We have, if you don't know this story yet, we have 4 geriatric dogs in this house. This is another project I'm working on right now. If you want details on this project that I'm pulling off now, hi Vale. Go over to my YouTube channel and you'll see stuff like this. Anyway, we have 4 geriatric dogs right now. And I have to tell you that it's a day sometimes, because I think the youngest one is 8 or 9. The oldest one is 13. Yeah, Mom, it did. So you heard Matt then. He's upstairs yelling at Riley. Felicia is down here with me. The other 3, I think, are upstairs. And Felicia's having a rough day. She's got something bothering her. She's kind of, hopping around like a cat on a hot tin roof, so to speak. I think, I don't know, this is our life, you know. We are getting older, so are our dogs. We've inherited another one. And she's doing really well. Most days she does really, really well, Felicia. And then all of a sudden she'll have a day when she's not doing as well. And we can't quite pinpoint it. I think it's because we've not been home a ton. We've had some things going on with Matt's dad. He's been in the hospital, now in rehab. So we have not been home a ton. And I think Felicia tends to have rough days when that happens. So she seems to be anxious. So we end up putting a thunder shirt on her. It's just seems to be a thing. But there's not a lot we can do about it. We have older parents and we are dealing with stuff, and it just is what it is. Hi, Denise. You know, you can't always be home all the time. And I think that's what she's needing sometimes, is for us to be home all the time. Although it's weird, because when we are home, she's not really cuddling with us. So, I mean, she'll get pet by us, but she's not really cuddling per se with us. So, I don't know. See if I can keep track of what I'm doing while I'm talking this time. Because last week when we met, I kept talking and then losing track of what I was doing. So that was interesting. But it looks like so far I'm doing pretty good. But I have things set up pretty good over here to keep me organized. So. This pattern is really easy to use with a jelly roll. If you're just joining, jelly rolls are a roll of 2.5-inch strips. It's super easy. I actually wish that I had done the original quilt that way, but I ended up using a fat quarter bundle of batiks. And I used that and cut that up into 2.5-inch strips and then went from there. This is easier because half the cutting is already done for you. It's already in 2.5-inch strips. So I can literally just stack like 4 of these down and cut a whole mess of stuff. I have stuff falling back here. You guys can't see it, but behind my machine there's a staging area. Stuff for my floss tube is staged there. Stuff for hanging by a thread, which is my quilting kind of vlog over on YouTube. It's sitting there. It all gets staged so that I can just grab the pile and go to where I'm filming and just do the filming part of it. And I have stuff that I finished and I kind of just threw over there today and to update everybody next Saturday. And the vibration of the machine is causing some of it to fall over the back edge of the desk. So that's kind of fun too. Hi, Naomi. So it's kind of been, what did we do yesterday? Oh, Matt's been looking for a car. He sold his pickup truck, and we turned that money around and helped with our debt snowball. And then, so he's been looking for a winter beater. He has a Camaro that he drives spring, summer, and fall. He's been looking for a winter beater. So we were out doing that. We took a trip to Hobby Lobby, which, as most people know, that's one of my favorite places on earth for both decor for my house. I'm getting ready to decorate for Christmas because I have a couple kids coming home for Christmas, so I'm decorating the bedrooms. So I wanted to look for stuff there. I ended up spending the least amount I've ever spent at Hobby Lobby. Ever. I think we spent $17. And those of you that know me, like my daughter Kayla, we went to a Hobby Lobby when we were down in Louisiana, and I spent $140 there, and our suitcase bit the dust when we got on the way down. It got thrown around, it bit the dust. We ended up buying a new suitcase, and we bought a larger suitcase because we were going to have to pack up a bunch of stuff from Hobby Lobby, stuff that I couldn't find at our Hobby Lobby up here, but somehow I found down there. So, you know, I like Hobby Lobby. I like their stuff. And I've never been one to really go above and beyond I mean, we have a nice looking house for the holidays, but I've never been one to decorate all the bedrooms. But Courtney's coming home, Christopher's coming home, my mom's going to be here, and I've decided I'm going to decorate the bedrooms too. And my bedroom too. Our anniversary is Christmas Eve, so it makes sense to have something in our bedroom. As far as decoration, so that's what I would like to do. Let's see. So that's why we went to Hobby Lobby. Of course, I get in the Hobby Lobby, and I'm not wanting to spend some money. I don't know why. I'm not wanting to spend money. I'm not feeling like spending money. You know, you kind of have to be in a mood to spend money. Hi, Matt. Kind of have to be in a mood to spend money. I wasn't in the mood to spend any money. I don't know why. I just wasn't. And we spent $17 and came home. I think we went to Walmart on the way home. I think we've been to Walmart more this weekend than we've been in the last 3 weeks. That might be following along and doing this pattern, or is anybody else doing it in Christmas colors? That I'd be interested to know. And what kind of Christmas colors? Are you more traditional Christmas colors? I think mine, I'm not traditional at the moment. This is kind of not traditional, I guess. The reds are, but the greens are not. They're olive green. I keep having to scroll over. I wish... Is it more than 3 times in a weekend, Chewy? I don't know. Seems like we've been there a lot this weekend. I know we didn't spend much money on one of the times. See, now I'm trying to have to keep track of what I'm using on which side, because I kind of... Huh. I guess I'm using this. Trying to figure out what I'm using on each side, because I put a different color on each side of the tree, and the tree in the center is the same fabric. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm lining everything up. I wonder what our record was. It still counts. It still counts, Matthew. Still counts. That's one block sewn together. And we got the starts of the second one here. They're coming together nicely, these blocks. I think what I'm going to do when I get them all done is I'm going to trim them up just a tad to even them all up. And then start arranging them probably on my design wall and see how they look all together. Some of them, I don't know, it's like anything else I sew, I think. Some of them turn out very nice, and some of them turn out a little bit on the wonky-ish side, but nothing that a little trim won't take. And I press them a little bit so that I can show you guys what they look like. But after the live is done, I tend to go over to my pressing area and really give them a good steam press and maybe a little spray of starch. I don't know how many blocks I have cut. I might only have these 2 blocks ready to cut. I might have to cut some more if I continue sewing. I will tell you that I kind of, by Sunday night, my eyes are just tired, and I think it's from the stitching. I have some stuff going on in my floss tube, so I was stitching a good portion of the day today. I was also sewing a good portion of the day today and cutting out fabric. So a lot of probably more eye work than I even use at work, although I'm on a computer all day there. I think the hardest part of this pattern is just making sure you got the right pieces going in the right places. That's any quilt, I think. Yesterday, getting my videos up on YouTube was a little bit of a frustrating venture. I had done the whole video for hanging by a thread in front of my iMac. Everything went well until I went to play it back, and the audio was a mess. So I couldn't fix it, so I deleted that video. And then I recorded the whole thing again on my phone and did the whole thing in one shot somehow. And then I got in the van or the Jeep to go with Matt, running around a little bit, and looked at the video, went to go post it to YouTube because I can do that. And for some reason, my phone had split it into 2 videos. One was like 22 minutes long, one was like 17 minutes long. And I spent almost the whole time that we were riding around doing stuff while Matt drove and I worked on it in the car, trying to figure out how to splice those 2 videos together so I wouldn't have to record it a third time. Then, after monkeying with it once we got home for another hour or so, I said, never mind. I'm just going to re-record it. So then I moved it and actually did it a whole different way over. And I had filmed the original version kind of right here at my sewing machine. I decided, well, if I'm going to do this again, let's do it over in the filming studio. So I pulled out all my lighting because I don't have really good lights over there except for the filming lights. So I pulled out all the filming lights and I sat over there and I kind of felt the whole time like I was telling myself not to sound frustrated on the video. Don't sound frustrated. Don't sound frustrated. Don't sound frustrated. Even though it had been almost the whole day that I was trying to get this video up, here I was recording it at like 9:30 in the morning. I'm thinking, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to get it up. It's going to be there. I'm not going to have to worry about it for the rest of the day. And I thought I was actually knew what I was doing because that whole part is kind of new to me. And it didn't go the way I planned. So finally, that third one was the one that ended up on YouTube. So I think I learned a lesson that I'm just going to do it that way. Stop changing the way I do that and just do it that way every time so that I have less and less frustration about getting the YouTube videos up, I think. I gotta find another one of these squares. Where are they? New black one. There it is. So that was interesting. It was an interesting time. I have to tell you, video-wise, I'm a little challenged. Sometimes I have to work with the equipment I have. So it was definitely frustrating. I will say that. And hopefully I have it nailed now, so it won't be as frustrating. Because honestly, if it's that frustrating every time, yeah, that could be a problem. I'm not one that deals with frustration well, so if it's that frustrating every time, it may mean that we don't put videos up anymore. But I think I have it down. It's like I told everybody in the other videos too, this has constantly been evolving. I feel like this venue, my videos, doing the Purple Painted Lady Festival, it's constantly evolving, which is good. But that in turn means that I'm constantly having to learn new things, which if I could just learn something and kind of stick to it for a while, that would be helpful. It makes it easier. But I think we're almost there. I think the YouTube thing is the last kind of hurdle. I have to figure out something in Facebook for the business, so I have to take some time to do that. And all the while, I have customer quotes coming in pretty regularly right now, which is kind of normal this time of year, I think, with Christmas. It's usually Christmas time and wedding season are probably my biggest, and graduation season. Because everybody and their brother wants t-shirt quilts for graduation, which we all know how I love doing t-shirt quilts. Not my favorite thing to do. Alright, I have enough cut out to do one more this evening. Which is good. What time are we at? I don't even know. 7:30. Okay. You guys are probably sick of talking to me anyway. My machine's been making a little bit of noise today, so I think pretty soon I'm going to need to, probably this week, give it a good cleaning, oiling, and just, a day at the spa. together. I think I got more than this done last week. I'm going to be behind the 8 ball this week. Oh, let's get this last block together. Let's iron this one up so you can see. I don't know, this sew along may only last a couple more weeks. It really depends. I try not to work on this at all, except for on Sunday nights. But these blocks go together pretty quickly. And I've still got strips over here, so I'm still going to be working. This is block number 2 for tonight. Actually, I think that's one of my favorites so far. I don't know why. The contrast of the red and the black, probably, if I had to guess. Okay. I have to keep these straight now. I've got a dwindling pile of stuff over here. I wonder if there's anything good on TV tonight to relax to. I know I have to finish some laundry, I think. Pretty sure I still have a load in both the washer and the dryer. It is Sunday night. I think my iron's spittering and sputtering over here. Not sure why. Making sure I'm cutting the right side. I had this vision that I was cutting the wrong side. Let's see if we can get... I was trimming stuff today when I was working on other things too, and a couple times I thought I had clipped it in the wrong direction, and I was like, oh, you have this little kind of seize up in your heart because you think, I have to, not A, I might have to cut another piece of fabric. B, do I have any more of that fabric? Because sometimes I'm working with pieces that I have very limited quantities of, so it is what it is. These blocks come together so quickly. You probably, if you sat here enough in one day, you could probably have one of these quilts together in a day. Or at least all the blocks done. There's that one. There's that one. Get these apart. I actually put a rotary cutter into my finger yesterday. It's much better today. Yesterday it was sore, I'm not gonna lie. Today it was sore when I scrubbed it because I had gone out to check on the ducks and had to pull one of the ducks out of the pool, so I didn't really want that icky water floating around in my cut. So then I scrubbed my hands with soap, and then it stung for a while, but it's kind of subsided. The finger itself is sore. I went in pretty good. I did what they tell you never to do. So I was cutting fabric and it missed a spot. My rotary cutter just happened to skip over a spot. So I put my hand kind of like this and cut like this. And ended up putting the rotary cutter into this. You won't be able to see it because of what it is. Into this finger right over here. And in quite a ways. It's closed up. That's because that's the cool thing about a razor cut. It closes right up. But it bled. Hi, Kayla. It bled quite a bit. So, yeah. I nick myself with rotary cutters pretty frequently. So, it's not a surprise. I think that's what happens when you're busy doing stuff. You missed me talking about your doggery. Just having a rough day today. We're not quite sure what triggered it. But she's having it a little bit. I think it's because we haven't been home a ton. No, I think with Grandpa being in the hospital and rehab, we have not been home a ton. And I think it has just thrown her off a little bit. And she's just anxious and having a rough day. She was down here sitting in a chair right here next to me. She got down and hi, Kaden, teasing at me. Yeah, so she's kind of been hopping around, just anxious, hopping up and down on things. And so as soon as I'm off of this video, I'm going up to cuddle with her on the couch, and that will make her feel better. But she really does not like it when we're not home much. She doesn't do that very well. At least not here. She is a little crazy. The other dogs don't seem to care, but she definitely does. And then yesterday she tried to sneak into the car when we were getting ready to go out. And we were going someplace where we couldn't take her. So that wasn't an option. We usually take her and Molly if we can. And Matt had taken Molly to go see Grandpa at rehab. And we didn't dare take Felicia because Felicia gets kind of, is snippy a good word for her when she's around strangers and they think they can just walk up and pet her? She gets, well, kind of like what she did to me out in California, I guess. So we didn't want to take her to the nursing home because we didn't think that was a good idea. Because some of those people they have dementia and they wouldn't think to not just walk up to her. So he took Molly because Molly's a little calmer. And you're right, she is emotionally intuitive, so she kind of, we've been a little stressed. I'm sure she's picked up on it. All right, last one for tonight. We give a little press and I'll show you guys. This is the last one for tonight. Yeah, I know I'm the only person that she's ever bitten. It's okay. She hasn't bitten me since she's been here. So that's 3 blocks done tonight. We probably have a couple more weeks with this sew along, but after that we will cut it off so that we can go. Love you too, Kayla. Tell the kids I love them. Give them kisses for me. Probably cut this right before Thanksgiving, and then the next one won't pick up until after the new year. So it'll be interesting because I will still be posting videos every Saturday up on the YouTube channel, so make sure to check those out. Make sure to comment and leave me feedback on what kinds of things you'd like to see. Um, Other than that, I'll see you guys soon. If not before next Sunday night, have a good week. Bye.